Hey, how's everyone doing? This is a little bit unorthodox. I'm not here to with a message today, but I just want to give my hats off. I just want to thank everyone for supporting me back in uh, 2018. I made a CD called "Between You and I." I started in the summer 2017, and then kind of bled out to early January, February 2018. I just want to, just appreciate everyone for supporting me. Yeah, that was a that was that was a rough time, I guess. For as I had a lot of things on my plate. For as ministry and school and it was a lot of stuff. But I want to just talk about some of the songs that I composed on my CD. First, I want to start with the. It's called Prelude. It's not a song, but it's me talking, and and like it just came to me. I was writing down what I was going to say because I want the prelude to set the mood for the whole CD. So I was when I was writing it, I was doing some editing to it, but the CD it just came to me that I just wanted to be personal, between. So what I said was between you and I is inspired by relationships, friendships, and any encounter you have with someone. Some on a personal level that cannot be comprehended. Then it says, as you sit back and enjoy the music and the melodies, you'll find your own interpretations. It said you'll find romance, motivation, sadness, and even happiness. And it said, let your between you and I moment be the moment to remember. And then like that whole thing when it ends, it sets the whole mood for my favorite song I composed called Game Time. But I want to stay on the prelude. So it's something that I came up with that between you and I it's not perfect grammar. It's between you and me. But since it's music, you can mainly just mix a lot of words together. But anyway, so between you and I is something I came up with when I thought about how we all have interactions with different people, and like if you know it or not, we all impact somebody whether indirectly or directly. So I said, okay, um, so in my life, I've had impact on people's lives. They have had impact on me. So I decided to compose a CD about it. So, like I said, the lyrics, the words say itself. Between nine is inspired by a relationship. So, any relationship that you have with someone, be either friendship, partners, marriage, um, it's a lot of dynamic to between you and I moment, and I just want to share that moment with everyone else. And so, when I originally wanted to do prelude, when I actually really wanted to do that, I actually wanted to have some a piano behind it or something like something that's like a little bit jazzy almost to set the mood for everything. But that didn't happen. So it's like so it's been like between you and I is inspired by relationships, friendships, and any encounter you have with someone. Some on a personal level that cannot be comprehended. As you sit back and enjoy the music and the melodies, you'll find your own interpretation. Each song will make you ask, why did he compose that? You'll find romance, motivation, happiness, and even sadness. Let your between you I moment be the moment to remember. Then I would end it with an F minor chord. Why? Because the F minor chord that leads to my game time. It leads to the song. So let your between you and I moment be the moment to remember. And then going into that, And so just hearing that, sets the whole mood. That's how I originally wanted to do it, and like that. And so when I came up with this song called Game Time, it was actually like a song, like a pumpy song, you know, just to, you know, an energetic song. Like I named it Game Time because it was like can play that game. Those that's kind of an allusion back to when I said, you know, relationships, friendships, and it goes back to that, like almost revengeful almost. So when I came up with this, I actually started with my mouth first. Like the melody was in my head. I said doom 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 doom, and I said, hold on, let me find this. And then I'm like, this sounds good. It'll be good for a bass. So doom 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 doom. And so like, and plus you can not only feel the bass, now you can not only hear the bass, but you can feel the bass. Dun, dun. So not only can you just hear on A flat, it's the bridge. And so that, you know, that Game Time is my favorite song. It's like it pumps me up. And this song is meant to be like played around with. It's like you can. And then when I put everything together, it made everything so magical. So what made it so magical is the panning, because I wanted to capture the feeling that everything is like coming out like the horns is coming somewhere, the strings are coming from someplace. It was like, and then after everything else, I put the piano in last. It's like I said, I wanted to put the final touches. The final touches was the piano, because I want to let the piano do its own thing while the horns, the strings, the bass, you know, they did their thing. They was coherent. So I just wanted to, and then like I kind of made the piano follow the bass, but it had its own, you know, add chords to it. Let's see if I added that. Let's see if I added that part to the song. I was so into having a bass solo for some reason, but that never happened. And then, so the piano did this thing. just made it so dynamic. I could play this song all day, cause when I wrote this, when I composed this, that was like the thing. That was like the anthem for me. That was the anthem for me. So like the prelude set the mood, then Game Time set the mood, and then on top of that, I created Game Time Part 2. It was like just because what I had in my mind was a jazz CD, but also I wanted to add a little bit of classical approach also to it. So when I talk about classical approach, I'm talking about like there's like a section 1 and then the section 2. So section 2 had almost the same feel, but it had more kick, more bass to it. It had more bass to it, but and then the piano was a little bit different. It was a little bit different. So it was a little bit different. So like that's totally different from. That was totally different from how Game Time 1 and Game Time Part 2 is totally different, but have the same feel. And like you can tell that they're the same, but it has a different approach to it. Out the introduction, it was that bass when it said dum dum, and then when I go into that, you hear this. I don't know how I came up with that, but I like it. And like if I was like doing it live, like a live performance, and like there was an actual bass player, I would be okay with the bass player just, and I'd be like, cause this song is actually meant for the piano to go like do its. It was meant for the piano to do its thing, like so the bass dun 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 and the horns dun dun dun, the piano. So like that part was actually meant to be like a really solo, but I didn't want to drag the song on for a long time. I don't want to do. So this is called No Need. So, of course, the song, the lyrics speak for itself. The title, I mean, no need for you. It goes on the category of relationships. so I keep modulating. So it's like you're arguing almost, but then like you keep getting louder. Or in this case, you keep going higher and higher. Just I think for this song I added a harp to this song. Yeah. Also I can't forget for Game Time I added a harmonica, I believe, to that song also. So for like 2 of my songs, I think I added a harmonica. So like this song also is meant for a piano, and it's meant for like to show off your piano skills and have a good melody at the same time. Yeah, so it's meant to show off like your range of like of knowing the piano. So it's like one of a classical approach also. To like so like I kind of made this just to so I can know like to know how to play in every key. That was kind of my approach. So that was kind of my approach. I'm gonna leave it like that. The next song is called "Treated Me Wrong." Um, that's our. This is not for any relationship, but it was for a I can't remember a preacher or someone that he didn't have the spirit of God. I'm gonna say it like that. He didn't have the spirit of God, and um, he insulted me. So I wrote a song about it. Talked to God about it and wrote a song about it, and it's in the key of A flat minor. It's actually one of my. Like, it's also for a good solo too, and then that's why I add the harmonica. So it's like it's not jazz; it's actually blues. But so like that's why I wrote the song. As I composed the song, treated me wrong. And then it was some strings. I used my voice for some strings, as in like just for just some parts of the strings to sound to have an angelical type of feel to it. I forgot what. Nope, it wasn't our fan. It was another level. So it's called another level. So another level. Uh, I wanted to. That was actually another level was supposed to lead to a vocal CD I wanted to do with someone. Uh, well with a collaboration with various people. So I wanted another level to like be a foreshadow for that, but it didn't end up being like that. Yeah, so those chords came from uh, one of my classmates because we was part of this music competition, and she had a song, and this was some of the chords that she played. Of course, I changed the chords and made it my own. Added some blocked chords, then added like use like 5 of my fingers just to play some stuff. Sometimes I'll take it out because it may sound muddy on some pianos. The piano, like it was like a real piano, it may sound a little bit of on the muddy side. So I avoid the chords sometimes. I mean, avoid like all these extra chords at times. Legacy came from. This also like a classical music. One of my friends named Jason, who's also in the music competition, this is his chord. Well, this is the chords that he used. He can't really own a chord because chord progressions are always being reused, used again. So I learned this chord progression from him, and I want to put a classical feel. So then you had to, like if you listen to the song, it's like there's strings in it. So when you listen to the song, you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah, so like a lot of work went into this. Originally, the reason that drove me to write to compose the CD at first in the beginning was, um, I wanted something I could like, sleepy music, something that can relax me. I can, clean up the house with or something. But it evolved into much more philosophical, something more philosophical, something relatable. So I'm pleased with this CD, with the technology I had at the moment, with the resources I had at the moment. So I'm pleased with it. And so if you look on YouTube, I have a composition, I have a score of Game Time. All the other songs don't have a score because, I, you know, Game Time is my prized possession. uh, so after I did the CD, I copyrighted uh, in the state of Texas. So it's copyrighted. And finished the CD. Uh, I had an idea for specifically Game Time. I emailed different music instructors or music directors. One in Houston, one at UT Austin. Like I was like because I didn't know what college I was going to go to, so I emailed them a sample of not a sample, but I sent them my whole composition of my music. I told them to listen to this. I was expecting them to you know I wasn't expecting them to buy it off me. I was just giving it for free to the professors or directors. I don't know if they're professors or not, but music directors. And someone they replied they wanted me to to come to Houston. Also sent to Prairie View. They wanted me to come to Houston. But I chose a different route. So but that was fun. I also gave my CD to two of the directors at Columbia High School, and they enjoyed it, and they referenced me to it's called East Texas Symphonic Band. So I went to Laterno just to hear them, and I brought my CD. I brought my CD with me. So after the thing was over, I got up on stage and I talked to the director, and I handed him my CD and my card. Of course, I didn't get a call back from him at all, but at least I exposed him. I tried. I had the determination to go up there, hand him my CD. Whether he listened to it or not, that's up to him. But so I was really serious about this about this CD. Uh, so like I said, I just want to thank everyone for supporting me. I wanted to make another CD, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I want to focus. I want to let my main thing be the main thing, and it's on my ministry. This is just like a secondary or third. This is something I would utilize as a tool if I want to have some background music to one of my videos, or I want to help somebody else out. It's something that's that can be good for income or just good just for entertainment because I like entertaining for as when it comes to music, entertaining. Like I said in the beginning, the process of something, the process of entertaining, the process of education. So this goes on the process of entertaining. So I was thinking about a song, like I was writing like lyrical songs, and this is one of them right here. Um, so so this song, so I entitled this. Can I just say? So like that's the melody. Yeah. So that was one of the songs that this is one of the songs I composed recently, like a month ago. And it's like it's meant for a wedding song, but it but the chorus the chorus itself, the hook, can be used for a wedding, for a gospel song, for R&B song. But the only difference is the lyrics. I mean the verse you use, cause you can use this for your chorus, and then you can just have a different. You can have a whole different dynamic to your verse. So like like do an R&B song, it'll probably go something like. Then like when you get to the verse, something like that. Of course, that's how some R&B songs be. It's just a simple going back and forth. Also on the key of A flat. So, but it's to like the whole mix. You won't even notice like you won't notice all what's going on in the piano. You won't notice all that in the mix. But the only time you will see it is if there's a solo, or if I just post a single track of the piano. And so I want to go back and like I can't forget about this one special thing. It's called Between You and I. That's the main gist of why that's a CD or something supposed to be relaxing. Yeah. So the bass just play F, went to E flat, went to G flat, G, F. Might sound weird, but that's how I composed it. And then it was actually meant for like somebody to like join you. So while I played the simple bass in the chorus, somebody else can come with their hands, and it was I just learned how to use my left hand for the chords. So and then what I noticed is I accidentally came up with a whole different progression when I just tried to use my left hand. And I was like, this could have been a part of my CD. Like this right here was, so this what could have happened if I knew what I know now. It would have been something like this. been something like that, or just instead of the electric piano, it could be a dual instrument. So, the dominant piano, and also a little bit of electric piano, a little pad, I guess called pad, piano pad. So it'll be like. Then we'll be like. Like that's the and that deviates from what I originally had compared to this. That's too simple. So the live, so like I have to play this so it can make sense in the right hand. Cause like that's how the music been going. So if you have one of my CDs, crack it back open, listen to it, and maybe you might have a different interpretation of, or may have a the author's, the composer's point of view on it now. So